The freely sweating Minsky Mine will jump in third, followed over by Santo Thomas, Don Puglioni, who wasn't entirely convincing, and overtaken by Alizari. Tokyo Jabalex and Wordy's Boy bringing up the rear. Over the second, Persian Herald on the inside with a narrow lead from Prime Contender, and then follows Santo Thomas and Alizari, who's taken widest of all. Minsky Mine is in the sheepskin noseband, racing fifth, with Don Puglioni hard up the inside running rail, and then follows Tokyo Jabalex, and the back marker is the lightly raced Wordy's Boy. Rounding the first turn, Persian Herald is stacking the field up in behind him now. Alizari has made ground on the outside to go second, relegating Prime Contender between runners to be a close third, and they're hunted up by Santo Thomas in company with Minsky Mine, Don Puglioni hard up against the inside running rail, Tokyo Jabalex in that group as well, and a couple of lengths behind them is Wordy's Boy. Approaching the first up the straight, the third, Persian Herald just having to be rousted along going into it, and was joined by both Prime Contender and Alizari. After those races, Minsky Mine, then Don Puglioni, Santo Thomas on the outside of Tokyo Jabalex, and finally Wordy's Boy. So to flight number 4, Alizari on the outside of Persian Herald. Alizari touching down in front. Minsky Mine was very slow at the fourth, lost ground markedly as a result, and immediately comes off the bridle with only one behind Minsky Mine now. That remains Wordy's Boy. Alizari leads them past the judge with a circuit to cover. Persian Herald close up on the inside in second. Prime Contender remains handy in third, and then Santo Thomas, Don Puglioni, and between runners, Minsky Mine, who is back on an even keel and racing alongside Tokyo Jabalex. Wordy's Boy has yet to pass a rival, and he remains 2 or 3 lengths off the back of the main body, who are very tightly grouped indeed, led by Alizari on the outside of Persian Herald. Tokyo Jabalex, royal blue and red colours, making headway now on the outside of Prime Contender, with Santo Thomas close behind, and then Don Puglioni racing 6th, but within 2.5 lengths of the lead. Minsky Mine is struggling again, and another poor jump puts him very much on the back foot, and Wordy's Boy remains last of all. So 6 of them clear, jumping the middle flight in the back straight. Alizari led. Prime Contender made a bad mistake at the middle flight in the back straight, knocks him back through the order. Persian Herald is being ridden. Santo Thomas and Tokyo Jabalex are both travelling strongly on the outside. Don Puglioni is last of the leading group, though Prime Contender's beginning to back out of it now, and Wordy's Boy has only now...
Preview evening on the 28th of February, handicap steeplechase over 2 miles, and galloping towards the first of 12 fences. Away well, Cloudy Joker towards the outside of Arcame, and in between horses a slightly over racing Lucky Sunny as they hop over the first, at which at the back of the field Saddle Pack didn't get too high and was very awkward on landing. Just ahead of Saddle Pack are Prince of Dreams and Bockamix. Quickly onto the second, Arcame in front, over that by about 2 lengths. A bit deliberate at that fence was Saddle Pack in rear. On now to their first open ditch. They'll take 3 in the contest. Arcame looking for a hat-trick of wins over that ahead of Lucky Sunny in a second. And then a further 4 lengths away to Cloudy Joker, who's now settled down nicely in a third. In fourth is Prince of Dreams, and then Bockamix as they come to tackle the fence, which will be the last next time. And Saddle Pack is a few lengths adrift of those in last position under Catherine Walton. So up they come towards the winning line for the first time in the 3:15 at Cataract, and with the advantage it is Arcame for the Pam Sly Yard. About 2.5 lengths ahead of in second position Lucky Sunny representing Venetia Williams, and then Donald McCain's Cloudy Joker back in third position. Donald McCain and Jason Maguire looking for a hat-trick of wins here at Cataract today. Further back then to find Prince of Dreams, the top weight in the black, pink and white colours along the inside of Bockamix, and the pace is already a little bit too hot seemingly for Saddle Pack, who is becoming increasingly detached at the back end of the field. A good 8 lengths now off the second last horse as they work their way onto the back straight, and there are 5 fences down here to take, the middle of those being an open ditch. Came in the red sleeves down in front. Coming to this one, took quite a long time to have a look at it there. Ran right down it, all safe. In second place, Cloudy Joker to the outside of Lucky Sunny. Coming now to another, Came in front. Lucky Sunny in the yellow jacket along the inside, the grey away to the left. In the sheepskin noseband is Cloudy Joker. And then Bockamix from Prince of Dreams at a long gap to Saddle Pack over an open ditch.
Run over a distance of 3 miles and about half a furlong. They jumped 13 obstacles. Russet Star led them to the first with Zaffran Rain for company. They've all got over the first flight safely. Blue Sea of Ibrox on the outside of Come Dine With Me are racing third and fourth, and then follows Grape Tree Flame up the inside of Floral Spinner. Next is Classical Chloe, and Trucker's Darling is the back marker, as Russet Star leads them on the turn out of the back straight. She's just a half length in front of Zaffran Rain. They're going very steadily. Blue Sea of Ibrox is a length behind in third. Come Dine With Me settles a close fourth, followed by Grape Tree Flame, who's under restraint on the inside. Classical Chloe is next. Floral Spinner in the black and orange star jacket is up between the pair, and the back marker remains Trucker's Darling. So Russet Star on the approach to the first up the home straight. Leads to it from Zaffran Rain, Blue Sea of Ibrox and Come Dine With Me. And then we're followed over by Grape Tree Flame. Floral Spinner, who jumped past Classical Chloe, who wasn't very fluent. And alongside her now is Trucker's Darling. On the approach to flight number 3, Russet Star. Yellow jacket, the inside of Zaffran Rain in the orange, and then Come Dine With Me. That time Grape Tree Flame got in too close, racing in 5th position. Classical Chloe's been relegated last and is already dropping 3 or 4 lengths behind the other runners. As they pass the judge, they have 2 full circuits of the racecourse in front of them, and they're led still by Russet Star and Noel Feely in the Marriott colours, with Zaffran Rain running second. After Zaffran Rain, up the inside is Come Dine With Me. Blue Sea of Ibrox is fourth, and then Grape Tree Flame from Floral Spinner and Trucker's Delight, and after 3 lengths follows Classical Chloe. That's the order as they head off into the back straight. The next they jump will be their fourth, and it's still Russet Star leading Zaffran Rain by a length. Come Dine With Me close behind, just third in front of Blue Sea of Ibrox as they jump the first on the far side, which they're all across. But once again, Classical Chloe was nowhere near as fluent as those in front of her and loses further ground. At the middle flight on the far side, Zaffran Rain has joined Russet Star, closely followed by Blue Sea of Ibrox in the red and white striped sleeve jacket on the outside of Come Dine With Me. Floral Spinner, Grape Tree Flame and Trucker's Delight are the next trio as they jump the last on the far side, and some 10 or a dozen lengths behind is Classical Chloe. She's being ridden, there's no response. She continues to lose ground on the leading group as they prepare to swing left-handed out of the back, with Russet Star still out in front, a length ahead of Zaffran Rain, with Come Dine With Me on the inside of Blue Sea of Ibrox. They dispute third. Grape Tree Flame continues to track the leading quartet. Floral Spinner yet to make a move, then follows Trucker's Darling, and Classical Chloe is becoming...
This market is now in play.
Off and racing for the Racing Again on the 31st of January handicap steeplechase over 3 miles 1.5 furlongs and a total of 19 fences to jump. Benny's Well is up ahead in company with Cara Court as they took to the opening obstacle with Manard along the inside, and then a little bit wider out is Over and Above as they now reach an open ditch. Cara Court jumps it really well, all over it okay. Salut Honoré is in the second half of the field in advance of the grey mare Esme Rides Again, and Barnvelder is the back marker as they now eye up for third. On the outside, Cara Court had the lead. At the back of the field, Barnvelder was a little bit sloppy at it as they work their way up towards the winning post for the first time, and they've got a couple more circuits ahead of them. Cara Court is showing out in front. He is a length and a half clear, mannered against the rails in the maroon and white, and then the favourite Benny's Well in the yellow colours in third. A little wider out on the track in fourth is Over and Above, who was quite well supported beforehand, and then against the inside is Salut Honoré, followed at the back end of the field by Barnvelder, who has run past Esme Rides Again, who is now demoted to last spot under Stephen Mulqueen. They're pretty tightly packed though, going no great gallop here, a sensible sort of pace in the conditions, a long way of course for them to go here. And it is mannered on the sharp end, a tight rein as well against the inside of Cara Court. They are the leading pair, followed a length and a half adrift by Over and Above, who's looking to break his duck at the 22nd attempt on the outside as they cross this one. Then Benny's Well with Salut Honoré down along the inside. Then Barnvelder and Esme Rides Again over the second of the five going down here. Once again, the whole field landing safely enough and on now to an open ditch. Cara Court with the big cheek pieces on, with Benny's Well now moving through under Ryan Mania to join issue there and man it against the inside. They're being followed through by Salut Honoré, who races on up the inside of Over and Above, who's out quite deep on the track. Then Barnvelder as they cross the next. And a slightly increasing gap back to Esme Rides Again, who's a little taken off her feet in the early stages, and they're not going that fast either as they now reach the last one going down here. All landing safely enough. Esme Rides Again just ridden away from the fence. On the sharp end, it is Benny's Well, Sue Smith and Ryan Mania, Grand National winning combination from last season. And talking of Grand Nationals, this race back in 2010 was won by none other than Bala Briggs, who of course went on to take the Aintree Showpiece the year after. So it is Benny's Well, leading up by a neck. Cara Court in the dark blue and pink out wide of Manard in the maroon and white to the inside. Then chases Salut Honoré, followed through by Over and Above as they cross this one. Then Barnvelder and Esme Rides Again. She does stay very well. She got up in the shadows of the post in a marathon contest at Hexham last time out. She's now caught up once again, beginning to find her feet again as they cross an open ditch. All landing safely enough and only about 5 lengths cover them now.